Hi friends, it's Miss Kara. I've got a fun art lesson for you. The supplies you're going to need are crayons, and we have specific crayons today we need. You need a red crayon, you need a yellow crayon, you need a blue crayon, and a brown and a black. And those crayons are going to take us through an amazing adventure of drawing and coloring in a painter's palette. I have painter's palettes on my earrings, and I use a painter's palette when I paint in my art studio. So I thought it'd be fun today for us to draw a palette, pretty big on our piece of paper. You're going to need a piece of paper turned sideways and a pencil. I'm going to be using a Sharpie to draw with so that you can see the lines. I just want you to sketch and have fun today. It's going to start with a big letter C, and I hope by now you know what a letter C looks like, and you can draw a really, really big one on your paper. So get ready, paper turned sideways, pencil in your hand, and let's start this awesome art lesson. I'm going to begin way up here at the top of my paper. So if I karate chop my paper in half, I'm way up here towards the top. I'm going to go over. I'm walking for a long ways before I start to curve down. And then I'm getting really close to the edge of my paper. And then I'm going to fall. And start to turn this way. A long fall before I turn. And I'm going to go until I'm almost touching the bottom of my paper here. It looks like a big giant letter C, or half of a big cookie, or half of a pizza. Just a nice big curve. And now we're going to head to the right, and I'm going to go this way. Go for a long way, and then I'm going to take a bow down. Take a bow down. Thank you very much. Bend down with your pencil until you're about halfway this way. If I'm going too fast, you can pause the video and start it all over again. You can do this lesson a couple of times just to learn how to draw it. It's okay. Now I'm going to take a smile in. Smile in. About 3 finger spaces, nice and slow. And sometimes when we ride our bicycle or we go for a walk, we just go around something called a cul-de-sac, where all the houses are around in a curve and then you go back out again. Some of you might live in a cul-de-sac. So we're just gonna take our pencil and climb up, go around with another letter C, find the letter C, head across, and take another bow down. Thank you very much. This also looks like a big puzzle piece fitting into a puzzle. Then we're just going to drop down again, falling, and go, baby, go. And voila, we have a painter's palette that started with a giant letter C, or half of a pizza. Take a bow down, go into the cul-de-sac and back out, and checka. Now you're going to put a finger space here, a tall finger space. Remember, I'm left-handed. If you're right-handed, you're using your left hand to measure. If you're left-handed, you're using your right hand to measure. I'm going to put a little bitty mark, no big deal, and I'm going to draw a circle. Around, smile up, a nice big circle. Inside the circle, I'm going to add a frown. You'll understand this in a little bit when we color it. I just drew a frown. It also kind of looks like a big eye right now. Underneath my cul-de-sac area or my puzzle piece, I'm going to draw a curve that follows and crashes right in. And then at the very bottom, I have another little edge. Be careful. Start right about here and fall, and then follow. I'm just following the leader. Yes, I can do it. Follow. Curve up and crash right in. All right. Our palette is done. Now, I want you to get a red crayon and start with me, and don't color hard. Some of you press really hard with your crayon. I just want you to do this. Blah, 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 blah. This is a really fun day to just be able to do a little scribble scrabbling. And then right here, you're gonna take the red, but I want you to try to make it pink. Miss Kara, it's red. Well, watch this. If I color really soft, so soft, it kind of looks a little bit more pink than the first one that I made that looks a little bit more red. See the two? It's the same crayon, but it's a different value. Okay, now I want you to get yellow. Yellow. And just past the pink one, way over here, scribble, scrabble, scribble, scrabble. Give me a nice dark yellow patch over here. We're just making a big patch of color. And then watch what happens with my yellow. It's gonna squeeze into the pink area, but I'm gonna color nice and soft. So soft, so soft. And if you're really careful with a soft red and a soft yellow, you're going to find orange in there. You mixed two colors and you made a secondary color. This is called a primary color. This is called a primary color. When we put those two together, it's called a secondary color. Now find your blue. Blue is going to go way down here. We have to leave a little area to be able to mix a new color. So blue is going to go down here, and we're just going to scribble, scrabble, scribble, scrabble, back and forth, back and forth. Have fun. Get a nice little blue. And then I'm going to color blue really light right here. I'm just going nice and soft. I'm going nice and soft, nice and soft. Look how I have a sky blue and I have a dark lake blue. It looks like a lake or a pond, but I just changed my pressure. Baby bear soft and almost daddy bear blue here, a little bit darker. Okay, now find your yellow again. It's the one we colored up here. And I'm gonna lightly color right through this light blue with light yellow. And what a surprise, somewhere in all of this, you're going to find a little bit of green. I think it's really awesome. And we're gonna go back to our blue again, and we're just gonna scribble, scrabble a little bit of blue right here. You're going to feel like you're making a mistake because we're right up here along the edge. And I want another sky blue, not a lake blue. Make it be a soft sky blue. And then I'm gonna put a little teeny bit right here, and oh, maybe just for fun, right in this little edge, right in there. Now get your red and lightly shade red over your sky blue. Not this one, don't touch this one. Put a little bit of red, kind of like our pink color that we made, right into the blue. And surprise, surprise, when you take your primary color red and your primary color blue and you color them together, you get some kind of a purple. It's just purple-ish. It doesn't look exactly purple, but it's really fun. And then we made it look like it's kind of spilling right off the edge of our palette. Okay, get ready for brown. I'm going to lightly color back and forth everywhere that I see white. This is as soft as you can. Don't color through your colors. Just skip around your colors. Am I going a bunch of directions or just all one way? All one direction. Sometimes kids color every direction and it looks super messy. So take your time. This is really, really soft and light. Soft and light. And I'm just going over all of this little area with lines. And now I want you to trace your palette. Press kind of hard with your brown and go over all of your pencil lines. Make sure you don't color in here. This is a hole where you get to hold your palette. Trace all of your pencil lines. You might want to pause the video while you get all of your lines traced and then turn the video back on for the rest of our coloring. Nice and dark, all the way around my painter's palette. Down along here. This might take you a little bit of time, and that's okay. When you have all of your lines brown, then I want you to color with nice dark pressure. Brown here, go right over your purple. And brown here, look before you color. I'm still leaving this area nothing inside my puzzle piece. And then right along the edge of my palette. A palette is really important to an artist. I use them all the time and they help me have areas to mix and paint with. When I use a canvas and I dip my brush into my colors, you always need room to be able to mix and have your colors ready for you. All right, now we have one color we haven't used yet, and that's our black. Lightly go over the brown with black. We can mix these two colors together, and a lot of people don't realize what a beautiful shadow that makes on brown. If I mix black and brown together, it makes a darker shadow. So we're doing along the edges of our palette, down at the bottom and inside their little edge. Take a look before you color. You can do it. And then you can use your crayons, your primary colors, and you can sign your name with your primary colors. I'm just going to start with red. And then yellow. I'm signing mine, Miss Kara. You don't sign your name, Miss Kara. You sign your name. And then I'm going to start back with red again, which is a pattern. Now I've done a really fun pattern for my picture. R, and one more blue for an A. Miss Kara, I hope you did your letters in a pattern at the bottom of your paper. And today we learned a lot. We learned that an artist can use a palette to mix their paints on. We learned that you can take primary colors and you can mix them over each other and make secondary colors, but you have to shade lightly in order for the colors to mix. And then we learned if we mix a little bit of black with a little bit of brown, it makes a cool dark shadow, especially on something brown. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you do it a couple of times because it's really fun, and then you'll be learning more about your colors and your color mixing. Primary colors and secondary colors. I'll see you next time.